You're watching the Action Film Writer Series.
Love, a short screenplay by Alpha Blair. Logline, when human spirits touch and soar. Genesis, as a young teen, I glimpsed a frail, aging man walking up a New York City street talking to a most unusual friend. Fade in, darkness. Faint sounds rise slowly into the cacophony of traffic. A blur streaks across the darkness, followed by another, and another, smaller, higher, going in the opposite direction. A two-way street. More streaks of gray, silver, colors stream by, evolving into a lighter blend of rushing blurs. Homeless woman. Do you see that little girl? With the cute little gap where her baby teeth used to be, right there in front? The rushing blur diminishes. A horn beeps. Will you just let me get across the street? Don't look at me like I'm crazy. The blur of vehicles resumes. Homeless woman. I could tell she wanted you, but it's cute. Horns blare, brakes screech, sounds of a fender bender. Homeless woman voiceover. Lord of mercy, that was close. Drivers these days will kill you just to get to a stoplight a second sooner. And then they look at you as if it's your fault. A beat. Well, thank goodness they're getting out of their cars. Guess no one's hurt. Hope they know enough to appreciate that. Laughs. I'll bet they're going to have some words for each other. Yeah, there they go. There they go at it. Let's hurry along here. They don't want to be too close to that conversation. The traffic sounds lessen as the blurs congeal on the back of a thin woman turning the corner from a congested city street onto a much less busy side one. Exterior, city street, afternoon. The woman, aging, African American, walks up the street with a bit of a limp. Her mixed-match layers of clothing seem too flimsy to adequately protect her against the growing late afternoon chill, yet the warmth of her spirit overflows as she talks up a storm. A small travel bag hangs down her left side, its strap crossed over her neck and chest for security. The handle of a cane is just barely visible in her right hand. She peers up the street toward the next corner. A homeless woman. Only a few more blocks now. You know what that little girl reminded me of? Remember that lady I used to work for? Oh, no, how could you? You weren't with me then. Well, she sold kitchen things. Had a company that made great gadgets to make things easier when you cook. Guess we know a thing or two about that. Several pedestrians hurry along, huddled into themselves against the nip of the air. A homeless woman. That was the nicest place I ever worked. You'd come in the morning, and that lady'd actually smile at you like you were a good friend. Too bad she went out of business. She had the cutest niece. Bet she grew up to be a model or something. And she visited one day when the lady's brother and his wife were in town. A passerby shoots an odd look at the woman, continues brusquely on. A homeless woman. She had the same adorable gap-toothed smile. Well, I guess all the kids have that one time or another, but some of them just reach in and melt your heart something fierce. I could tell that little one today wanted you, but as cute as she was, I just couldn't give you away. Not you, my friend. I'm so glad she decided she liked the pink one. Wish I could have had a little girl. But raising kids is so expensive, and I seem to have had a little difficulty just raising myself. She laughs and motions with her walking stick. A pedestrian glances distastefully at her, as if at a nutcase, his eyes following her makeshift cane down toward the sidewalk. Oblivious to his derision, she uses the cane here and there to steady her gait, but mostly to guide a full red balloon along the ground at her side, keeping it up with her with gentle deftness. Homeless woman. Come along now. Stay up with me there now. Oh, what a day. Sure didn't sell many of your brothers and sisters. 87 cents. Not even enough for sardines at the 99-cent store. Prices these days. Less than I can find some too for 99, although those kind usually are the rubbery kind. Did you get the nerve of that man with the stolen watches? Tried to force me out of my spot? As if people going into a children's museum want to stop to buy faux watches from the inside of his jacket that he's overcharging for anyway. He took off quick when he realized how silly he was being. Not quick enough for me, though. Miss the start of the dinosaur show. Stay by me. She limps faster, trying to keep the balloon near her. Wish we could find a closer place to rest our heads at night. Humorously, almost singing, we need a new spot, closer to our day spot. End scene.